Now, debate a topic we've heard a lot about on this programme, a lack of government spending in the East Midlands. In a debate called by the North East Derbyshire MP Conservative Lee Rowley, they'll discuss infrastructure spending and more housing for the region. Businesses here say the lack of funding is holding them back, with poor roads adding to costs. And they've warned the Chancellor's spring statement highlighted another problem, the lack of a devolution deal, leaving the East Midlands at the back of the queue.
There's light at the end of the tunnel, according to the Chancellor. In his spring statement, Philip Hammond signalled an easing of austerity, with more jobs, rising wages and falls in inflation and the deficit.
Is there light at the end of your tunnel?
I'm afraid there isn't any light at the end of my tunnel, no. I'm not seeing any changes to my daily life that impact in a positive way.
Zach Thompson drives hundreds of miles every week delivering food for Derby-based Fresh Logistics. The Chancellor has announced an extra £840 million for local transport.
I thought he was self-congratulating on a rather small increase in our financial forecasts.
The boss of Fresh Logistics says improving infrastructure must be a priority.
We believe it costs about £60,000 a year just in sort of tyres and suspension from potholes in our business. And furthermore, with going from east to west, it can take a day to travel 100, 200 miles. If you get caught behind a tractor or something, you know, it can really take a long time. And it makes it very difficult for us to make profit and, out of jobs and work that we do.
Philip Hammond says he's positively Tigger-like about this latest economic forecast. Growth is expected to go up to 1.5% this year. Borrowing is predicted to fall to £45 billion.
I thought in some ways it was a big anticlimax, really.
That's the verdict on the spring statement from Robin Poynton. He runs Go Travel Solutions in Leicester and is worried the East Midlands is losing out to big cities like Birmingham and Manchester.
There's a certain amount of geography about the East Midlands when you've got three cities of similar size. When you haven't got a single location as a critical mass, then that does make it more difficult for somebody to get the most attention.
Back on the road, traffic is at a standstill. Remember that £840 million government fund for improving transport? Well, half of it has already gone, according to East Midlands Chamber.
A good chunk of it is already earmarked for those parts of the country that have devolution deals, and we're not one of those. So there is some money there, of course, and that's positive. But actually, you know, it'll be scratching the surface of what we really need to do. There's an opportunity to have transformational change in this economy by getting the basics right, and we're missing that opportunity at the moment.
So a little early then to pack up our troubles. The Chancellor might be sounding upbeat, but the OECD has warned that this year's UK growth will be the slowest of any of the advanced nations.
Jane Dodge reporting there.